Hey everybody, it's Randa from Bewitchin and today I'm going to talk to you about my thoughts and my overall review on the Jawbone Up24. So, for the past month, I have been wearing the Jawbone Up24 and just kind of seeing how it works, seeing how it motivates, and that is the overall impression. I do feel like it's a really good motivator. When I'm down on my steps the one day, I will pick it up the next. Oh, I only did 3,000 steps yesterday. Oh, I should probably pick it up today. And, it motivates me that way. So, you get sent the Jawbone, the charger, which, I take this off, it plugs into a charger, and it's a USB. And it also comes with an app that you download. So that's kind of the home screen of it, but you'll see, I'll go into the app in a bit here. So what I like about this is, like I said, it's a great motivator, especially when that you need that extra push. It has this buzz feature, and I think the default setting is every 20 minutes. I set it for every 30. It kind of, when you're inactive for that amount of time, it vibrates on your wrist. So as a blogger who sits on her butt a lot of the days, that's great. And it buzzes me. It's like, you should get up and move. But it's also, you should probably get up and do some laundry. You should get up, do other things. Because sometimes we can get wrapped up on the internet. It's good kind of a timer to be like, step away from the computer. Step away from your phone. So that's a really neat feature. I also like how it focuses on health and wellness as a whole. It's not just like, oh, how many steps did you take or what did you eat? It also focuses on your sleep. You wear this, it's 24/7. You can wear this all the time. And I have been wearing it when I go to sleep, and it tracks my sleep. It's so cool. Because it kind of goes hand in hand. If you have a crappy night's sleep, you can't expect to be your best the next day. And it's also kind of correlating or making that connection where, say, you worked out the day before, or you took a great walk, or you ate well, and all of a sudden you're seeing that your sleep's getting better. So I think this is a great way to promote a healthier lifestyle. If you're trying to get into a healthier lifestyle, this might be the motivating factor for you. It has a long battery life. I've charged it twice, and yeah, it's great. I think I have like 5 days left on it, and I haven't charged it in a long time. I think it's like the first when I did a full charge, I think it told me I had like 14 days to go, and I was all right. So that, it's nice that you don't have to worry about your battery dying all the time. Dislikes. What I don't like, it's not a heart rate monitor. I'm just going to say that. It's not a heart rate monitor. You can't expect it to accurately track your calories. It does give you a calorie count. They're wrong. Like, I wore my heart rate monitor and I wore this with a few workouts, and one of the workouts I burnt more on this, which I thought was weird, and I think it was because it was more like arm exercises where, it wasn't really, it says I burnt more than what I did. And then the second one says that I burnt less than what I actually did. And I think that was because it was more of like a lower body exercise or cardio. And so don't buy this to think it's a good calorie counter. It's a motivator. It's counting your step. It's giving you an estimate. Nothing is going to be completely as accurate as wearing something that's strapped to your chest, reading your heart rate. But whatever, it's great. It's good for that extra boost. Come on, let's get up. Let's go. I don't find this bulky. I've actually been asked about how this is. It's fine. It's really firm. Like, it's stiff, but it's a rubber coated. The only time it's annoying to me is when I'm on the computer and I'm typing. That's why I don't know what weight I'm supposed to wear this, if this is supposed to be on top or at the bottom. I keep it on top because when my fingers are on the part of my computer, it clicks and it bugs me. But when I'm down, like say, like doing floor exercises, like push-ups or planks, this doesn't bug me, whereas my heart rate monitor does. Like sometimes when I'm in that position, like with my arm being like that, it pushes some of the buttons and stops my actual heart rate monitor. But no, one other thing is, like, this is a button. I'm just trying to think of some of the features here. This is a button. You can hold it down at night, and that sends you into sleep mode. Or you can use your app, and let me just open that up and show you here. Sleep mode. You click on sleep mode, or you can hit, I don't think you can see it. You can see how dirty my phone is. There we go. Begin sleep mode. So you can also do it that way. There's a stopwatch. I think you double tap this or something. Or again, you can go to your app. So, and speaking of apps, that is what we are going to look at next. Okay, so this is the Up by Jawbone app. As you can see, so your home screen, the purple is your sleep. The orange is how many steps you've taken. It also gives you, your goals to your percentage. And the green is about your food. So it gives you a score on how well you're doing based on what they recommend. I eat fairly healthy, but it still gives me a 4.7 out of 10. But watch, like I go to add, say, water, because I never log my water. It's just bad habit. Say I do the 8. And yeah, see, that bumps me up to 5.7. So I always go up a score when I add in more water. It syncs with MyFitnessPal, so I log my food there, and it transfers it over. It also kind of gives you, how many grams of fiber you've had, your other macros, and just interesting information about your sugar, your sodium. I'm not done logging my food yet for the day. I kind of schedule it ahead of time on MyFitnessPal, but I still have room for my snacks. Today's maybe not the best day to be showing this for me, but whatever, I don't care. I'm making a noodleless lasagna for dinner, but the noodles are made out of like cheese and cream cheese and eggs, and so my fat content's pretty high. So maybe that's why my score is pretty low. But anyway, so that's the food. Your steps, if you click into that, I haven't gone for my walk yet. As a blogger, I don't get up and move as much as I should, other than when I go to work out or take a walk. So when I don't factor in those things, my steps are pretty low. But it kind of gives you your average. As you can see, in the last 7 days, I have yet to reach my goal of 10,000 steps. Oh well. Next, sleep. Now, okay, this is what I think is kind of cool about this app and the Jawbone itself, is it gives you your sleep stats from what they measure it as. Now, last night, it's saying I had a good night's sleep, which actually, it wasn't too bad. The night before is a better example. Let's see here. All right. No, maybe not that one. Night before that. Yeah, okay. So my son was up a few times in the middle of the night just with night terrors and whatnot. So the orange is when I was awake, and it says that I was awake for an hour and 21 minutes since falling asleep. And I think this just kind of goes hand in hand with, say, exercise and diet and just, your wellness. It all correlates together to give you a better healthy lifestyle. So, days where I'm more active, yeah, I'm sleeping better. I am finding that. And I think that's what's really cool about this app, is it gives you the whole picture. Other fun things on your dashboard. Here, let's go back to today. It kind of gives you hints and tips and congratulates you. It's really smart. So, right here it says, busy bee, you've been buzzing like a bee for the past 7 days, and kind of praising me for being awesome and getting off my butt and moving. So, sure, I'm going to like that. Thanks. Anyway, gives you some exercise tips and just ideas for living a healthier lifestyle. And it can tell when you've done a workout. It can tell your goals. It congratulates you. It's really smart. I like it. It also tracks your weight. You click the scale, log it, and it charts it for you. Okay, so then there's my profile. Again, it kind of just gives you an overview. Goals. So I kind of just kept the goals pretty, like with the default goals that it gave you. Didn't really go into much, but you can totally change this. I still have not hit the 10,000 steps ever. I was close the one day. I walked uptown, went shopping, all sorts of things, and I still didn't reach it. I find that also, I don't think the band is 100% accurate when it comes to steps, because one day I walked like 10K and it still said I didn't reach it. But I'll get into that. Actually, no, I'll just touch it here. When I'm pushing the stroller, I think my wrist is too balanced, and maybe it's not tracking the motion. That can be my only guess, because sometimes I'll walk 5K and it says that I've walked like 5,000 steps, and then the next day I'll do the exact same route or even more, and it says I've walked 1,000. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. Apparently, like, you can go to your home screen and calibrate it. If you click on this thing, and go to calibrate. Oh, it's right up here. Calibrate. I tried that yesterday, but it didn't work. I did it wrong. That was a user error. I didn't realize what I was doing was wrong. Anyway, so it's trends. I don't use this chart too much, which surprised me because I'm a stat junkie, but this is really cool. It just kind of gives you your trends for the last week or month or however long you've been using it for. And you can customize it. Like, I have it set for, I think it's, total sleep and steps. You can just, whatever. Like, you can customize it to whatever you want to know. Team, so you can get other friends who have jawbones. You can, I guess, be in competition with them, and it's a fun way to stay motivated. Finally, we have the apps. And this is what I think is so cool about it. It syncs with MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is my #1 app that I go to. I use it for tracking my workouts. I use it for tracking my food, my progress. I use it every day. And it saves a lot of work. Like, you can enter your meals and food and everything into this app, but I prefer to enter it on MyFitnessPal, and it just transfers it over for me. So I really like that. IFTTT. This is actually an app that I've been meaning to download because I've heard so many great things about it, but great that it syncs with that. Map My Fitness, again, that's another app I use. And I'll just kind of scroll through just so you can see, and I'm sure most of you guys at least have one of these apps on your phone. But look at all the apps that it syncs to. Like, there's something for everyone there. Like, awesome. Insights. I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe they're thinking that insights as into my life, fitness and dating for singles. Well, that's great, but I'm not single, but whatever, for those of you who are. Words to inspire. That's kind of nice. I like that one. Motivation. All right, so let's go back to the home page. Yeah, and I just actually figured out not that long ago that I can toggle through my previous days. So, see, still, yeah, the 7%. I didn't really wear it that day. But that's the app. Hopefully, this gave you a good... Hey, so I hope my review helped you. Overall, I think this is a great little fitness motivator, gets you off your butt, kind of keeps you pumped up, something to shoot for, it gives you goals. I would recommend this to a friend to purchase. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. And I hope this kind of gave you some insight and helped you out. So thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe.